QuickBook to Fusion migration. In this series, we will take various activity involving during the migration process. So today's agenda is data import or loading, and then testing and validation process. So that is related to migration of data. So before going to data import and loading of data in the target system or say Oracle Fusion application, let's take a quick recap of a previous session. So in the previous session, data extraction. The data extraction involves retrieving information from the database or used in the QuickBook application or say source system. Automating and simplifying the extraction process using an ETL tool can help allocate the resources. Cloud storage and computing have made the ETL process more efficient and adaptable, secured and scalable. So data is valuable for business and can be extracted, transformed and loaded into a data warehouse. A data warehouse allows business to access the data in an organized manner, and implementing extraction, transformation and loading procedures can improve the accuracy and usability. Then we go through the data cleansing. Data cleansing, also known as data scrubbing, is an essential component of a data migration process. It involves rectifying inconsistency within the data, while the data aggregation entails summarizing the data from various sources for analytical purposes. Both processes play a crucial role in upholding the data quality and usability within a data warehouse. The data transformation or data mapping. The data mapping is a critical process within the realms of data migration, playing a pivotal role in uncovering insight and ensuring the accuracy and trustworthiness of a data. It is indispensable for regulatory compliance and adherence to privacy policies. Moreover, it contributes to improved analytics, expedite data access, heighten the privacy protections, restrict data compliance, enhance security, and streamlines the process. So in the previous session, we have gone through the data extraction from where the database, that is our source system, that is QuickBooks system, and also QuickBook application, from where we have extracted metadata and the transactional data, right? So that is the extraction process, and then we clean the data. The raw data has been checked, normalized, and after that it makes a consistent data. Data is make a consistent for use for data mapping. And then data mapping, we have seen how to map the data from with one of example of chart of accounts, how we map the data in our rapid implementation sheet. So continuing with the process, so that is data import and loading. So it is a crucial to test and verify the accuracy and completeness of migrated data into the Oracle Fusion application. So let's continue with the rapid implementation sheet. So let's click that. So yesterday we have gone through all the sheets, that is chart of accounts, calendar, ledger. So these are the segments out here. So you can see these are 7 segments. One is the company, department, natural account, line of business, product, intercompany, and the future one. And this company, we have provided the segment label, that is primary balancing segment, with the width of 3. And in the department, we provided the cost center that will be required while deriving the reports on the basis of department. So that cost center, and we display with select as 4. In the natural accounts, we provide the segment label as a natural account segment and provided the short prompt and with a display width of 9. Similarly, we have provided the intercompany. For intercompany segment, we have provided and the display width as 3. And we provided the name of the company. We have provided the period frequency as the monthly, and the adjusting period once in a year, and the starting year, that is in the format of MMTDYY and slash, right? So that is it will create chart of accounts, calendar, and the ledger. And if we go to the next tab, that is next sheet, it will create a business unit with the default legal entity. We have provided the legal entity. That business unit will attach to that legal entity. That US business unit will attach to this particular legal entity, that is US legal entity, and Indian business unit will have attached to a subsidiary holding of this legal entity. Going to the companies and legal entities, it will create company with a holding and the subsidiary holding, right? So that it will create. And in the natural accounts, we have mapped some values to the account, and more values has been added to the chart of accounts. All the details has been relevantly filled with the parent-child relationship. And let's go to the validate this particular sheet. Let's step to validate that. So validation is successful and no error found. Do you want to preview the sample report? If I say yes, it will preview this report, which you can create from Financial Reporting Center or say Studio using your balancing cubes. So that is roll quarterly income statement of ABC company with the period end of quarter 4 in a YY format. So you can see this is the total revenue, the cost of goods, COGs, and the net income, and you can create graphs out of that. Similarly, you can create revenue group sample infolets that infolets you can view for your internal in the dashboard also. So let's go and create chart of accounts. So generate chart of account file. So let's generate that. Let us create this zip file. So I am saving this in this migration QB to Fusion activities. Under this there is a folder called rapid implementation upload file. So let's save that, and then we will generate one more, that is ledger, legal entity and business unit. So let's go and upload this particular previous file. Let me log in with the credential. The user got application implementation consultant role. From the setting and action, go to the setup and maintenance. From the task panel, we will go to the global search page. Out here we will search with the rapid implementation. So we will select the task list name called define common financial configuration for rapid implementation. So we have already downloaded this one, the create chart of accounts, ledger, legal entity and business unit in the spreadsheet. We will upload the chart of accounts now. So this is the task, that is upload chart of accounts. Select that. So the one task will be, task name is upload enterprise structure and the hierarchies, and it will process your value sets and the chart of accounts. So let's select the file, data file, that zip file. So this is the chart of accounts we have just created, a zip file. Select that, say, and submit. You can schedule that. So I am submitting the same. Let's submit that. So process has been generated, that is 674875 has been start. That confirmation has been processed, has been created. Let's say OK. It will navigate to the manage schedule processes. So it has been started. Let's refresh that. Uploading the enterprise structure and the hierarchies. can see the process has been started. So maintain the value set has been created and is successful. These are the sub processes running against our process ID, against this process ID. These are the sub processes. So you can see this, all are successful. Let's go and view the log file. Let's go and view the log file. So let's download the one of the log file. So you can see out here the process has been validated, and the chart of accounts, the upload enterprise structure, that is creating chart of accounts. It processes the value sets and the value set is successful, right? So if you see the process of the chart of accounts, account key flex field, these are the objects it has created. And if you scroll down, chart of account process successfully, and chart of account process value sets, and the value sets value process successfully, and the process hierarchies also and process successfully, and auditing of the tree and row and column flattening has been done, and the process of publishing has been also been completed successfully. So you can see all the process has been completed. Let's view the another file. Go to the text one. So you can see out here the Fusion Financial Rapid Implementation for General Ledger, a value set, that is company, department, natural accounts, line of business, product, intercompany, and we have created a future one. So all has been created, value sets has been created, and the chart of accounts structure code, that is ABC company, and the tree code. So these are the tree codes it has created. So this is the process, and these are the sub processes. And sub processes, you can go with the output files or log files, you can see. So that is maintain value sets, maintain chart of accounts of hierarchies, and then upload enterprise structure and the hierarchies. So out here you can see the let's go and upload the next task, that is upload ledger and legal entity and the business unit. Let's first go and generate the file. So we had saved the same. Let's upload the same from the application, upload the ledger legal entity, and it will create the ledger legal entity and the business unit. Let's select that particular task, browse the zip file, that is financial common entities. So open and submit the same. The process has been submitted and the process ID has been generated. let's refresh that. So if you go to this one, the flat list, you can view the process has been started and how much time it takes to complete, right? So if you see this, so process has been submitted at 11:45 a.m. UTC time and scheduled the same as 11:45, and it has completed 11:48 at UTC time. It hardly takes 3 minutes to complete, right? So that is kind of a stress test you can say, how the data is going to process, how much time it would take to process a data. So let's refresh that. If you go to the hierarchy view, if you see out here, so this is the complete accounting chart of accounts is successful, completing the account configuration, creating balance cubes is running. So we are creating a chart of accounts, a structure through rapid implementation. In a one go, it will create legal address, legal entity, accounting calendar based on the legal entity, it will create a calendar, and it will create a ledger, and it will provide the currency based on the legal entity. So we have not defined the currency out here, right? So that currency, so it is, it will automatically pick from your legal entity based on your country. So that is the country. Based on the country, it will automatically pick the currency of your ledger. That will be your functional currency. Let's refresh that. So it will create a calendar, ledger, chart of account structure, and the business unit. So if you see this, the process has been completed and got validated. We will run one more process and the report, from where we will have a validate the whole chart of accounts. Let's refresh that. It will take time. It is running. It's uploading the enterprise structure and the hierarchies. It's paused. It is running. So it's balancing cubes. Going to generate. Based on that, it's a multi-dimensional cubes from which we can create reports from Financial Reporting Studio or say Financial Reporting Center. That is multi-dimensional cubes. It's on the process. So you can see the data file, that is cube center from the metadata name, and out here the GL accounting setup, the account configuration setup, and the process rapid start input. one process has been completed successfully, all should be completed with the successful. Let's refresh that. So this is so we are loading the account values in the target system, that is Fusion system. So it will take time. So let's navigate to the PPT. So test and validation process. So on the completion, once the data has been successfully imported into the target system, that is Oracle Fusion application, it is extremely important to go through the test and validate it to ensure that entire migration process was conducted accurately, efficiently. In order to guarantee that migrated data in the Oracle application is correct and complete, it is imperative to conduct a comprehensive verification process. This involves careful examining and scrutinizing the data, comparing it with the source system, the cross-referencing of all the essential information. By doing so, any discrepancies or error can be identified and rectified, ensuring that the data is reliable, accurate and consistent across all systems. So I have already one PPT, we can go with that since it is taking time. So process of migration, a chart of accounts metadata using rapid implementation. So we have gone through this particular sheet, that is the rapid implementation sheet. We have validated that successfully and no error has been found. So then we generate the chart of account file and we save this particular file in the local desktop or say data center, and then we generated the second file and save this one on the same area, that is financial common entities, that will be in the zip format. That is two files, that is chart of accounts and the financial common entities. So we log to the application with the user credentials. After logging to the application, navigating to the setting and action, from there we will go to the setup and maintenance. From the task panel, we will go to the global search page and we will search with the rapid implementation, and then we will go to the task list, that is define common financial configuration for rapid implementation. Out there we will upload the chart of accounts, that is a task. The task we will select first, the upload of chart of accounts. We will select the zip file, we will attach that particular file, and then we will submit the same, and the process ID was submitted. So 3 process run successfully. 2 are sub processes, that is upload enterprise structure hierarchies. Under that 2 processes are run as a child process, that is maintain chart of accounts hierarchy and maintain value sets. And the process ID, so you can see the time it takes. So time submitted, that is 15:08 AM UTC, and it completed in 5.12 UTC. So you can see that stress test, how much time it takes. So we have gone through the log files. So if you select that text, so you can see the rapid implementation for general ledger. So these has been created, that is value set with the name of company ABC company, department ABC company, natural account ABC company, line of business ABC company, product ABC company, and intercompany ABC company, and the future one ABC company. These are the value set it has created. Chart of account structure, that is ABC company, and the tree code. So these tree codes has been created. If I go to the log, so if I open this log, so you can go to the bottom. So it has been deployed successfully. The job sub job has been triggered, and that has been validated and complete successfully. So that is the end of the process 1 of uploading chart of accounts using rapid implementation. So next is uploading the ledger, legal entity, and the business unit. So we will select that the file, zip file, browse that particular file, that is financial common entities, attach that particular file, and then we will submit the process. The process ID will get triggered or generated. So it is running stage. So you can see the process is running, and finally it completed successfully. And let's go with the log file. So you can see, so these are the log files has been generated. So if you see out here, the process ledger, data access set has been created, that is ABC company US, and another data access automatically system has created, that is ABC Company IN, with a ledger, that is ABC US Company US, and another one with the ABC Company IN, right? So that is a subledger application option has created successfully. So you can see this. The parameters of all the parameters. So let's go to the bottom line. So generate FR report, financial report studio. FR report, financial reports is successfully complete generating the data of journal sequence import successfully, and complete process financial sequences also. So processing for the country India, the processing for the country US, the sequence code, country code is US, generating sequence in the country as no, and the country generating sequence in the country is yes, determining the type as a ledger and sequencing type as G. Right, so this details, you can see this is the calendar ID and the tree version name, that is in the account, that is natural account ABC Company, and the version name, that is natural account ABC Company current version is there. So you can see the validation has been completed successfully. Let's open the text file so you can view. So that is the rapid implementation for general ledger. The calendar, accounting calendar has been created. Accounting company, legal entity with a identifier, legal identifier. So you can see the ABC Company holding US legal entity with a legal address, and the subsidiary holding of India. And if you see the ledger, that this is the ledger, and so as the data access set. The system has created a data access set, that is ABC Company US, with a read and write, and similarly it creates a data access set, that is ABC Company IN. The system will automatically create a data access set. And the business unit, that is ABC Company US BU101, and the ABC Company IN BU201. So we will validate the what we have created in the application. We will run a one report, that is enterprise structure setup report from that. So let's open that one. So it is created enterprise structure report. So you can see the company name, so chart of accounts, segments, value sets, company, department, natural accounts, line of business, product, intercompany, future. What are the segments you have created? It will give the detail out of that, and the ledger, and the legal entity, and the business unit. Let's go to the chart of accounts. That is a company with the delimiter as dash. It enable is yes, and the dynamic combination creation is allowed. And these are the sequence and the segment. So the company segment, so name, the company ABC segment code, So segment code is company, and the segment 1 has been created, and the prompt as a company, and the width as 3 as we have provided, required field yes, and display as yes. Similarly, in the department, there is a segment 2 with a display width as 4, required is yes, and display as yes. And the natural account ABC company, we provided the natural account code, it's coming, and the segment, that's my third segment. Similarly, line of business is my fourth segment, so product is my fifth segment, and the intercompany is my sixth segment, and the future one is my seventh segment. So this is the all our validation type are independent, and value data type is my character. So as the hierarchy or hierarchy tree of the ABC company, so you can see the hierarchy. So these are the hierarchy which we had defined in the rapid implementation. And the department also, we have created the department codes we had provided. Similarly, things are being created in the application. Now the natural accounts, the values has been created. So you can see these values get created. Similarly, in the line of business, it has created the values, and similarly in the product also it has created the intercompany and the future. So you can see the ledger, that is ABC company IN, with the INR as a functional currency, and ABC company US with a currency as USD, and the calendar as ABC company, and the cube, the balancing cube has been created, that is multi-dimensional balancing cubes has been generated, that is ABC company, and the status is confirmed. So legal entity, if you see, the legal entity has been created for India and the US, and the business unit, right? So that business unit, so this validates our setup what we have created. So let's go to the application now. Let's refresh that. So it gets successfully generated. So let's run one process. So it gets created. Enterprise. That is enterprise structure setup report. Select that, say OK, say OK, select your chart of accounts, that is ABC company, submit that. Let's navigate to the schedule process under the tools. So it has been succeeded, report has been generated. Let's view the output. so that view in the HTML, so you can see the file has been what we have uploaded has been validated. So that's it for today. Thank you for your participation in this webinar. In the next session, we will cover all unit testing in the application.